Indy 6 hour here for IMSA here in Indianapolis. The 6 hours, the Battle of the Bricks. We're under yellow, coming up to the final hour here at Indianapolis.
Beautiful day here in Indianapolis. There was a threat of weather earlier, and we certainly experienced.
Let's see how this race will finish out.
A chance to clean up the racetrack a little bit under this lengthy full course caution. Question is, Calvin, an hour and 1 minute to go, and I think a couple of prototypes took advantage of maybe coming in late, topping off yet again to try to make it to the end.
Lights are off on the safety car of the Corvette. Jack Aitken leads Sheldon Vanderlinde, then Tom Blomqvist, Roland Grosjean, and Matt Campbell. Round out your top 5 in GTP.
91% energy remaining for the 31 and the 25 on this restart. 40's going to get back up because the category and class splits are ongoing right now.
Here we go. And the final couple of corners, Jack Aitken puts his foot on the gas through the final corner. And we're underway. Jack Aitken gets a big launch. He is gone. Green flag for Aitken. He is way gone on this restart. Here comes Matt Campbell. Look at the inside of Roland Grosjean. Now goes to the outside. Campbell around the outside on Grosjean. Now it sets up the inside through turn 2. Side by side for 4th. A little bit of argy-bargy, some door banging. Campbell around the outside. And he passes Grosjean. Or that's not Campbell, that's the lap car of Felipe Nasr. Aitken now in the lead, then Vanderlinde, then Tom. Then the lap car of Felipe Nasr. Now we go to the GTD Pro battle. Lauren and Seb side by side for second. Lauren and Rexy keeps P2. But Seb in the 64 looking. Lauren keeps second for now as they head. As they head for the final couple of quarters, we have a penalty. Pit lane speeding for Windward, the class-leading Mercedes and GTD, the championship leaders. Phillip caught speeding in the pit lane. He will have to pit. And Phillip and Windward will come into the pit lane from the lead, and that is a killer penalty for the 57. That'll put the Inception Ferrari, Frederik, to the front. And the 40 Wayne Taylor car, who's way behind the pack, he's stuck in GTD traffic. After making a late pit stop, is trying to carve its way through the field.
It's absolutely brutal for that team. I mean,
and the Tower Motorsports LMP2 car also catching up to this GTD Pro traffic. So already prototypes that the GTD Pro cars have to deal with. Phillip now out of the pit lane. He's basically lost half a lap to the leaders now at GTD. Number 70 Ferrari and Frederik, who's in the car leading the way.
So despite this penalty, goal remains the same, guys. Enter Petit with a slight lead, so you have a little bit of breathing room going into a super chaotic season finale.
Super chaotic, but when you look at GTD running
on board with the Aston Martin Valkyrie, rolling behind the wheel. 24 BMW right in front of him. Down the backstretch. Now we go to the LMP2 battle. The United cars battling each other for the lead of the race. That's Paul DeResta and Ben Hanley. The rest of the 22 leads Ben Hanley, then Mikkel in third for TDS. Dane Cameron and Felipe Fraga for AL Racing and Riley Motorsports. The rest of the leading, then Hanley, as they head to the final couple of corners. And the LMP2 points as they run. If the 22 wins, they'll cut the gap down to 35 points in the championship to the 99 AL Racing car. Here's Romain Grosjean on the outside of Nazar to turn 1. They're side by side. Grosjean now on the inside through turn 2, and they bang it into each other. Grosjean, Nazar side by side. Nazar has the edge. Grosjean trying to roll the outside. He can't. Nazar clears. Now Grosjean looking to the inside again on Nazar, but he has to stay in line. He doesn't have the pace. And one of the Multimatic Fords on the pit lane. It is the 65 Ford. That's a penalty for the 65 Ford.
Absolutely.
So a penalty for the 65 Multimatic Ford. But the 64 Multimatic Ford in pursuit of a victory. They run P3. They're on the podium. Seb behind the wheel with Lauren and AO right behind him, or right in front of him. And then Max Hesse in the lead. Hesse down the front stretch, leading in the 48 Paul Miller BMW. That's the AO Porsche, or Rexy of Lauren in second. Then Seb in the 64 Multimatic Ford. Then Albert in the Dragon Speed Ferrari, one of the championship contenders. Then the number 3 Corvette, the other championship contender, the championship leader at 5th. And now the battle for the lead. Aitken versus Vanderlinde. It's close. It's half a second between the 31 Welland Cadillac and the 25 BMW, with 54 minutes to go as they come down the front stretch on board with Sheldon Vanderlinde.
Certainly hoping that not everyone else is going to be able to make it, including those that topped off. But just a radio transmission a few minutes ago from the 40-wing Taylor Cadillac. Remember, they topped off a second time. They had more energy than everyone else, and they said, I told Louis Daltraz, not good enough. We're not going to be able to make it like this. So that tells you that those that are right behind the 31 also in trouble. Now they've told him, all right, this is good. We might be able to make it home. So the 40 might still be able to win this race if they can get to the finish and it stays green. It sounds like everybody's having to write out their fuel strategy in pencil, not a Sharpie, because it's bouncing all over the place. On board with the Acura Meyer Shake 60, Tom Blomqvist was told about 3 laps ago. This is the number we want you to hit. You are in a better position than all of the other cars around you as far as fuel goes. So they're just going to ride it out at this point, but it's certainly going to be interesting how this is all going to play out with what 52 minutes left.
So the number 40 of Louis has a chance at winning this race. He topped off a second time. That's why he's way behind everybody. But he runs in 11th. But he has more energy than everyone, and he's doing a good job on pace. Aitken still leads the way over Vanderlinde.
What is it that makes an SUV extraordinary? Oh, hang on, Parker. What are you doing?
Is it the capability to tackle absurd obstacles?
Well, now what?
GT traffic now starting to play a factor. The top two around the Forte Lamborghini.
Lovable pets calls comfortably.
Who doesn't love dogs?
What about putting safety first?
Okay, that's smart.
What if it's all of that and more?
Well, it's got to be the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. In endurance racing, there are two types of cars. These and these. He's in a race. He's in a race, but they're not racing each other. That's the crew chief. That's the crew. This guy waves flies.
Here's Mikkel. He's ahead of one of the United cars now, so Mikkel's in the top two. He's broken up the top two of the United Autosport in LMP2. Battling going on here. Vassar Sullivan Lexus next to the Conquest Ferrari, and the Conquest Ferrari gets around the number 12 Lexus. Now the Chediar Ferrari. And the Aston Martin, the Ferrari dives to the inside of the Lexus. The Vassar Sullivan 12 hangs on ahead of the Chediar Ferrari, and here comes the Aston Martin now.
We don't just race for medals.
Back straightaway.
To test, to learn.
Heading for turn 6. Aston Martin on the outside. Ferrari on the inside. Into the braking zone. The Ferrari gets in front. The Aston Martin tries to switch back to the outside. Into the S's, he can't. Now he'll look to the inside right here. He's got a chance. He pulls it back. It stays in line.
We race for change.
Good hard racing there in this GTD field, with the leaders in GTP coming up right behind them. Now back to the lead in GTD Pro. Hesse and Lauren into turn 1. Right on top of each other. Heading to the backstretch chicane. Now the backstretch. Lauren in the draft of Hesse. In the braking zone. We're back.
Continues, and we have been blessed with good weather here so far this weekend. Looks like the rain
on board with the class-leading number 70 Inception Ferrari, who's had the overall biggest mover award of the race. Frederik in the number 70 Inception Ferrari, up 14 spots. He leads the way by 5.7 seconds ahead of Kenton in the Chirarzi Ferrari. But there's a bunch of GTP traffic coming up right now. There's Grosjean. There's the number 7 of Nazar, who is still a lap down. And then Roman in the Aston Martin Valkyrie right there.
6%, so that's as much as Schandorff has up in the lead of GTD. So we'll have to see if they can make it. Meanwhile, prototypes down the front straightaway. Again, that stack up. That
Dries and Ricky move into the 4th and 5th spots. Dries in the 24 RLL BMW, and Ricky in the Wayne Taylor number 10 Cadillac. Grosjean in the Lambo falls to 6th. Roman in the Aston Martin go into 7th, and Nazar and Grosjean come together. Grosjean ends up in the grass, and Nazar ended up in the grass as well, as there's in the same corner. Grosjean looks on the inside of Ricky, and Ricky hangs on.
The wheels have come off, and I'm afraid to say that because we still have 47 minutes to go.
There's some dust kicked up in turn 9. Still a lot of chaos left to go. 47 minutes. And all these GTP cars going through traffic. Aitken leads by 9/10 of a second over van der Linde.
It's two drivers that typically do not make mistakes, but as the screws have gotten tightened here towards the end of the season, and the pressure is built.
On board the 3 Corvette, Alex Sims on board, or driving this thing, as he heads down the backstretch here in Indianapolis. Running in 5th in class right now, with the Dragon Speed 81 of Albert right in front of him.
You know, for over 25 years, Corvette racing's been a source of innovation and durability, proving ground for Chevy and for Corvette. Race cars and road cars never shared more than they do today. And this past June, Corvette team journeyed to Germany with the Z06, a ZR1, and the all-new ZR1X. 3 Corvettes, 3 drivers, 1 mission to achieve record lap times at the Nürburgring. It's all for bragging rights over there in the T-Bell, and lo and behold, they were well.
Yeah, anything under 7 minutes is pretty legendary around the ring, and it takes huge commitment. I mean, you're talking street cars that are doing lap times now at the Nürburgring.
Down the front stretch, and GTP prototypes are now passing the GTD Pro traffic. Aitken around the Dragon Speed Ferrari, and so is Vanderlinde as they enter turn 1. But the 48, 77, and 64 still 1, 2, 3. Paul Miller, AO, and Multimatic. And you got the Welland Cadillac right there looking on the back of Seb. Aitken trying to get around Seb. He is. Now he's getting around Lauren, and now he's getting around Hesse. Vanderlinde trying to close in, but he won't get around the Paul Miller BMW, as now Seb looks to the outside of Lauren. Former teammates last season in that AO Porsche. Trying to battle each other now here in GTD Pro. But you got to watch out for the GTP traffic. The 60 gets held up. Tom gets held up behind the 77. Rexy, and over the curb goes Seb. Nearly takes out Lauren. Dries gets around him now. Oh, boy. Yeah, Seb nearly took out his former teammate Lauren. That was close. And you got the LMP2 leaders in the pits, the 22 and the 11. There's so much traffic now as the GTPs have caught the GTD Pro traffic. As we got an onboard of Seb. He tried to go 3 wide with Tom and Lauren, but Seb ended up going over the curb and lost time. On board with him now. Oh, that was an optimistic move, and it nearly ended up taking all 3 of them out. Prototype's starting to get through the traffic.
Again, as fast as the prototypes are, their strength is in acceleration and high-speed cornering. The GT cars with anti-lock brakes and good mechanical grip.
Oh, man, they're splitting Hesse. Lauren's right there. Here's the 60 of Tom trying to get around the 99. Spike. And now the 22 of DeResta and the 11 of Mikkel come out. And Mikkel put 2 tires on the white line before turn 1. That might be a penalty. Ben Hanley pits from the lead. Tom Dillman's in. He's from 3rd. Felipe Fraga should take the lead unless he jumped into the pit lane. And the Forte Lamborghini is slow. The Forte Lamborghini is slow in the S's. That's Mario behind the wheel. He's slow in the S's. This could be a full course caution. Really slowing down. Now back to Hanley, who's on the pit lane. The Forte Lamborghini pulls off.
He wants them to be patient, really gauge their overtake opportunities, especially in these final laps. Ben Hanley told me today they are confident in this car, but even more confident in this team and their strategy.
Mario is almost to the pit lane. He is at the pit entry. He has made it. He's made it to the pit entry. And here comes the LMP2 leader, Felipe Fraga in the Riley. He's going to get slowed down massively here. He sneaks by the 78 Lamborghini. And that is really going to hurt Felipe Fraga and the Riley Motorsports Orca. Max Hesse has fallen to third. Lauren to the lead in the Rexy Porsche. 7 to second. That's huge. What happened to Max Hesse? Lauren just goes in the turn one on the inside. And he stays on the outside of him through turn two and gets the advantage on the exit and makes the pass going into turn three on the inside. What a pass by Lauren Heinrich. On board with Seb Priaulx, watching a beautiful move from one of the best GT drivers in our IMSA field today. Lauren Heinrich, last year's champion in GTD Pro, takes the lead, and Seb goes to second, passing Hesse. Now Dillman. Ooh, very close between Dillman and the 99 Spike. And here comes one of the Penske's to make it 3 wide. Dead even to turn one, nearly door slamming each other. Whoa! One of the Myers Shanks nearly collides with them. And the 43 of Dillman hangs on ahead of Dean Cameron. Cameron looks to the inside as one of the Penske's, the 6, and the 93 battle side by side. Renger hangs on ahead of Campbell. 20 minutes to go. Renger now going on Cameron. Gets by him. The 85 JDC Porsche, the GTP car. Nico Mueller, the Banana Boat. They run 9th. They're in this mix.
It is David versus Goliath in GTD Pro. Corvette versus Ferrari. Now Dragon Speed. Albert Costa will tell you we're the underdog. We're racing with a lot of confidence and not a lot of stress because we have overachieved. We're not going out and testing like the factory teams. We don't have the budget for that. We just show up and try to maximize all of our opportunities. The last 4 races, 4 straight podium finishes. And they have whittled it down to just 38 points and going into Petit Le Mans where this team won a year ago. So Kevin Lee, this is really going to be a fantastic title fight. The guys that really don't have big-time sponsors behind them against the big factory effort. This is the type of story everybody loves to follow. Matt, when you saw that energy graphic just a moment ago, you saw that 63 Lamborghini of Priaulx cutting through GTD traffic. He is in good shape to get home, and circumstance allowed that.
Grosjean is the best on energy out of the GTP cars. The only one in the green at the moment. 77% for him. It's a fuel mileage race here at Indianapolis.
We're probably going to have to pit anyway. Let's do it now. Get him clean track so he, if it stays green, could potentially get back in this. He and Delatraz are the ones that definitely going to be able to make it home. Columbus probably. But Grosjean is the one that has no fuel concerns.
So no fuel concerns for the Lamborghini of Romain Grosjean and Louis in the Wayne Taylor 40, and Jack Aitken nearly comes up right behind the 65. To commercial we go.
It's science at over 200 miles an hour. It's physics.
Tom gets around Phillip, now following Ben Hanley. Going through the first couple of corners.
Testing our cars, our limits, and ourselves. And moving technology forward so we can all move forward together. Chevrolet.
And toward turn 7, Tom getting around the traffic. He's catching Vanderlinde. That's for second place. Jack Aitken has left the 25 behind, and Ricky around the outside of Dries into turn 7. That was a really nice pass. I believe that's for 4th place. And one of the Fords is going slowly. That's the 65 Ford having trouble again.
From an early age, we
Been a rough go of it for the 65 today. Oh, side by side. 3 wide. Albert, Lauren, and Alex Sims. They split Lauren. Sims may get 2 for 1. They go into 7, side by side. Sims and Albert still side by side. Lauren right behind them. Albert gets ahead of Sims. He runs wide. Now Lauren back to the inside of Sims. They'll go 3 wide. One of the LMP2s comes in. The 52. Lauren gets ahead of Sims. And Albert gets Lauren, but Sims, who came up on the back of it, gets none of them. Oh, they split. LMP2's wide. The 52 gets pushed off by the 04 of Toby. Oh, man. Absolute chaos at the moment.
Seriously, Keegan?
Oh, for the whiteouts at Penn State. The Oregon Ducks. The Penn State Nittany Lions. In front of a sea of white in Happy Valley. The fans are on their feet.
Lauren is starting to struggle. The Corvettes are now all on the back of Rexy Porsche. As we head down the backstretch.
Number 3 Corvette, you see the 77 of Lauren Heinrich. This
Back from commercial. Here's the 3 on the inside of the 77 who's starting to struggle.
throughout the commercial and now trying to get back past the
He's going to switch back on Sims. Lauren, Sims side by side through the S's.
77 of Heinrich as he was
Sims on the inside. Lauren on the outside.
with the Mustang.
Off of turn 9, they'll head to turn 10.
He doesn't want that green. It's a green Porsche.
And now the deep braking zone of turn 11. The other Corvette following. Door banging. Into 11. Sims gets by and Lauren goes wide. Lauren goes wide. Lauren goes too far. He ran wide. I'm not sure if he got hit by the 4 of Nicky Katzberg, but Lauren runs wide and he falls down to 6th. And Seb made a move in the turn 3 and pushed Lauren off the track. That's how Lauren fell all the way back to where he is now. And then he ran wide in 11 battling Alex Sims with maybe a hit from the back by Nicky in the other Corvette. And now the Vassar Sullivan 14 gets him. And yes, Nicky did hit Lauren up the back, and it pushed Lauren too far out, and he went wide. And that is costly for Rexy in this championship.
Aggressive driving. I think the 4 is absolutely under review, but the 77's got additional issues after going off track there in turn 4. That front grille absolutely full.
The 77 of Lauren falls way back, plus he's got dirt on the grill.
All right, I've readjusted my contacts. This is the
That
contact, perhaps, from the 4
was
into the
chaotic.
77. Let's take a look. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Let's see. Yeah, Nicky did hit him. Nicky did hit Lauren right in the apex of the corner, and Lauren had to go wide. Man, that's big. Will Katzberg get a penalty for that? Race control has been very strict on penalties. They've been handing them out like hotcakes. Does that give Katzberg a penalty? So let's see if Nicky gets a penalty. Here's Campbell on Ringer again. Ringer on the outside. It's going to be close. He runs wide and into the wall. Woo, that was close. He hangs on. Man, but he loses the spot to Campbell and Nico Mueller as well. Ringer pushing on the 22 now. Woo, man. Wow, that was close. That was a lucky escape for Ringer. Trying to get around the 96 Turner BMW, and he ended up in the grass and then the wall. Here's a replay. The Turner car playing as a pick. Ringer tries to sweep by and runs too high and into the wall after clipping the grass in the final corner. Woo. Wow. Whoa. That was crazy. Didn't sound like that big of a hit to the wall. And there it is. Nicky gets a penalty. The 4 is pitting. Incident responsibility with Lauren. Nicky gets a penalty. And he'll fall the last of the running cars in the GTD Pro field.
As to what this car is doing. Now, this is where
on board again with Renger, trying to get around the 96 Turner BMW. Campbell to his inside at the moment. 96 is a pick to the 6. The 93 tries to roll by. Renger goes through the grass, and there's the wall. So the 6, Campbell gets by, and then Nico Mueller will come by on the right side of your screen. So Renger loses 2 spots. Here's Tom Dillman on the inside of Paul DiResta. DiResta defends. Dillman runs him wide. Here's Ben Hanley as well. Hanley to the outside, DiResta through the S's. Dillman gets 3rd. But the United cars side by side. DiResta and Hanley, they're all together. With the Aston Martin right there. Dillman gets held up by the Heart of Racing Aston Martin. The United cars, they make it 3. They're going to squeeze, and around goes DiResta. Hanley gets into him. Hanley tried to force it up the middle, and he spins DiResta. DiResta off in turn 11. Oh, and the 34 spins. The 34 Conquest Ferrari goes around. That's Daniel Serra in 4th at the moment for GTD. And Daniel gets it back going. But DiResta, let's see a replay here. DiResta on the outside. Hanley tries to split up the middle between Dillman and DiResta. There wasn't any room, and DiResta gets turned around on the squeeze play. Yeah, Hanley decided to go in the middle instead of going to the inside. DiResta squeezed, didn't think Hanley was there. And the teammates collide, as well as Tom Dillman, the Europol Orca, and Paul DiResta spins. So will Ben Hanley get a penalty? Toby in the 04 has a 32-second lead for CrowdStrike at the moment, with under half an hour to go. And the Aston Martin pits. Roman comes in from 4th. Renger now looking on Nico Mueller. Mueller defends to the inside. Renger to the middle. Renger sends it, and he gets the spot. That was a beautiful pass. Renger blows past Nico Mueller. On board the 70 Ferrari. They lead GTD. Frederik behind the wheel.
You're in front of the 99, how much do you risk? It just, one of the things I've learned about prototypes, blind spot, a little tough sometimes to really understand what's coming.
70 Ferrari gets around the 77 of Lauren, who's now struggling. After all that contact and running off and the grass in his grill. Now here's the inner Europol LMP2. Tom Dillman getting by Frederik and Lauren. Ben Hanley right there. He'll look to the inside of Lauren. He'll get by as they come to the final corner. And Hanley cuts through Frederik. But the Inception Ferrari, they have never won an IMSA race before, and here they are leading after their hood went flying not that long ago that caused what is the latest caution. They put it back on, and they now lead the way. Another replay of Dillman, Hanley, and DeResta's incident. They get slowed up by the Aston Martin. Tom Dillman did. Hanley goes up the middle. DeResta on the outside. DeResta's right next to Dillman, but Hanley sneaks to the middle at the last second. They squeeze together. They're 4 wide going into the corner. And in the squeeze through the apex, DeResta gets turned off the nose of his teammate, Ben Hanley. So we'll see, and around goes Ben Hanley again. He gets taken out by Sebastian Bourdais, who just came out of the pits. That's in the middle of the S's. Hanley backs it into the barrier. Bourdais gets back going in front of him, and Ben Hanley almost hit his teammate again. DeResta almost runs into Hanley while Hanley's trying to get back onto the track. That was close. It looks like Bourdais hopped over the curb and clipped Ben Hanley as he was going by, and they both spin. Hanley backs into the barrier, and Bourdais gets it back going. And Sebastian Bourdais, the 4-time IndyCar champ, he just pitted and comes back out onto the curb. Oh, he bounced off the grass and the curb and came up and clips Ben Hanley in the right rear, and they both go spinning. That is unfortunate for both of them. 25 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Another commercial break. Jack Aitken leads the way in GTP. Oh my God, it's full screen commercials. Hang on. Come on, Cowboy, stay down. We're back here at Indy. Late in the going here at the Indianapolis 6 Hour, the Battle of the Bricks. And we're showing the GTD battle for second between the 023 Terrazzi Ferrari of Kenton and the 120 Wright Porsche of Elliott. Elliott sending it deep on the brakes in the turn 1, getting close to Kenton, but not close enough to make it a move. 22 minutes to go. Elliott looking on Kenton. Still following. Into the backstretch chicane. Looks like Kenton may have to pit. Yes, he's running really low on energy. 15% compared to Elliott's 37%. But the Inception Ferrari is looking good as well. Frederik's at 38%, the same as Elliott. But Kenton trying to conserve the energy, trying to keep Elliott behind him. It's going to be tough. I think Elliott's going to get him here. He's so close through the S's. They go through 9. I think through turn number 10. Kenton's got a good gap on Elliott now. Elliott pulls to the right. They goes to the inside and makes the pass. Elliott to second. Kenton trying to fight back. He looks to the inside. Elliott slams the door in his face. And Elliott Skier takes second place in GTD. Elliott gets by Kenton. Now he sets his sights on the Inception Ferrari. That is 8 seconds down the road. It's going to be a hard ask for Elliott to catch Frederik, but we'll see if he can. That was a really nice move. You could see it coming. Kenton, low on energy, just could not keep that Porsche behind him.
Check in with Kevin. Hey, remember about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago when the number 10 Wayne Taylor Cadillac was a lap down? Not only did they get back on the lead lap, not only are they up to 4th, but they have better energy situations in the 3 cars.
Sheldon Vanderlinde falls to 3rd. Tom gets 2nd.
Make it the rest of the way, so that would tell us if they don't believe the 3 in front can. So if he can't make it, then the one that can is the sister car, the number 40. It's been a disastrous day considering from where they started in 2nd and 3rd. But Louis Delatraz could give Cadillac their first win if it stays green.
Logan Sargent, the PR1, Matheson LMP2 is in the pits. So Logan's debut, not really going according to plan. He's down in 8th. A BMW sandwich with the Wayne Taylor 10. Ricky looking on Vanderlinde and Dries right there as well. And then Matt Campbell as well. Matt Campbell lurking in the background. Ricky to the inside of Phillip, the windward Mercedes. And up to the final couple of corners. Jack Aitken in front as well as Tom. They're all right here. Under 20 minutes to go here in Indianapolis. Two GT cars in between Aitken and Tom. Now there's one. It's just a Corvette.
Now, during a NASCAR test here, our teammate Dale Jarrett and his crew chief had a car that Parrott felt like certainly could easily go to victory lane. At dinner at another local legendary place, St. Elmo's, Todd told DJ, I've got an idea, a tradition that I want to start for our own bunch because I think we can win. And DJ said, what was it? He goes, I'm not going to tell you. When they came back, they dominated. They went to victory lane, and while they were doing the celebration, Todd leaned in and said, remember that idea I told you about? And DJ said, yep. He goes, let's go to the bricks. I want our entire group to be able to celebrate and kiss the bricks. Such a small idea has turned into such an incredible tradition. I bumped into Todd Parrott this week and said, you know, next year is going to be 30 years. I never would have thought that our little idea of how we wanted to celebrate as a team would turn into something so big.
That is a really cool story. Todd Parrott invented the kissing the bricks. The crew chief, the legendary crew chief of Dale Jarrett, that pairing that led them to a championship in the late 1990s in NASCAR. As here's the 10, Ricky on the inside of the 25. There's a little hip check. There's some contact. And Ricky gets around Vanderlinde for third. So move Ricky Taylor onto the podium. He gets around Sheldon Vanderlinde, and now the second of the two BMW RLL cars. Dries is right there as well. He may have a chance to go at his teammate.
First question you'd ask as a driver there, if you're Ricky Taylor, is what does the left rear tire pressure show from the box? You have it on.
Aitken leads Tom by 1.5 seconds, and there's no cars in between them at the moment, with 17 minutes to go.
Fuel to get home. How about the 29% energy remaining? I think they're good.
Tom's closing on Aitken. He's getting really close. And to the final couple of corners. Coming up on 17 minutes remaining. Now some traffic. Aitken around the GT car. Tom follows around the 023 Terrazzi Ferrari. And a commercial. Luckily it's side by side. Still on board with Tom in the Acura for Meyer Shank, the 60 car. He is right on Jack Aitken. Tom Blomqvist is right there. He looks to the outside. Backstretch chicane. This may be a chance for Blomqvist to make the pass. Around the 27 GT, Heart of Racing Aston Martin. Aitken looking to defend. Tom looking. Aitken takes the defensive line of the 7. No fight yet.
From an early age, we race.
Through the S's. Turn 9.
For some, the need to keep pushing fuels our lives. At VP Racing,
Tom's still right by Aitken. Now another lap car. That's the 120 of Elliott.
for those who put it all on the line, whether it's
Aitken gets by. Tom did not.
you race.
Now Tom does in the final corner. He thought about setting up the inside of Aitken, but backed off.
VP Racing, win every race.
The 60 Acura staying right with the 31 Cadillac. Into turn 1. Aitken leading. Then Tom. Still nose to tail. Through 2. And now into 3 and 4. The backstretch chicane. Aitken looking to the inside of the gradient 4. There's traffic now. He didn't get around him. Tom is right there. Tom looks outside. Aitken waiting. A little bit of a break test to Tom. Tom could not make the move to the inside. Jack Aitken, beautiful defense at the moment. Now this is where they'll get around the traffic. Around the gradient Mustang goes the Aitken. Tom follows in pursuit. Now they're stuck behind the Cheddar Ferrari. Aitken gets to the inside of him in the final corner. Aitken's around him. Tom will follow on the outside of the Cheddar Ferrari. Or no, he'll have to switch to the inside. This is costing the number 60 time. Now around Lauren in the wreck seat. As we're back from commercial.
14 minutes to the checkered flag.
14 minutes, and here comes the number 10 Wayne Taylor car. The Wayne Taylor number 10 is here. Ricky is right there. This is going to be a 3-car fight for the win as they catch up to the class-leading GTD Inception Ferrari of Frederik behind the wheel. Toby ended up pitting. The CrowdStrike LMP2 pitted, and it gives Mikkel and TDS Racing the lead as here comes Blomqvist on the back of Aitken. Into 7. Blomqvist looks outside. Aitken defensive into 7. Ricky Taylor's here. And Aitken hangs on for now. Tom right there. Ricky to the inside. Big send to the 9. Side by side, Ricky and Tom. What a send. They're dead even. They'll go for the right-hander, turn 10. Ricky with the nose out front. Into turn 11. Can he complete the pass? Move the Wayne Taylor 10 in the second. It's a Cadillac 1-2. What a pass by Ricky Taylor on Tom Blomqvist. Now can he run down Jack Aitken? Now back out of the front stretch. More traffic. It's one of the Paul Miller BMWs. Aitken's by. Here comes Ricky and Tom into turn 1. Ricky cannot get by the Paul Miller BMW. There is a Vassar Sullivan Lexus in front, as well as the 023 Ferrari coming out of the pits. And that's going to really slow up Ricky Taylor. There's nowhere for him to go. He's stuck. Tom is right there. Backstretch chicane. Now around the Paul Miller BMW. Does Tom have a chance? He'll look to the outside on Ricky. Into 7. Ricky sends it in late. Tom still looking. Does he cross over? No, he can't. Good defense there by Ricky Taylor. Now the Vassar Sullivan 14 ahead. Gets by. Lets the 10, the 60 get by. That's Ben Barnico. Good job there by Ben. Ricky and Tom now battling for second. The other Vassar Sullivan Lexus in between second and third and the leader in GTP. 11 minutes to go. It's going to depend on a lot of things for Ricky to get home. He's losing a lot of energy. He's down to 12%.
Would have been a big risk. We've got Jensen racing at its best, right? All kinds of excitement coming down to the end. I think us and the 60 are close. We know they're about 1% to the good with us, but when you look at where the laps are going to fall, it's nip and tuck to the end. Right now, Jack is doing his job. We're going to make it to the end out in front is what we believe. You think we're going to make a bunch of money? There was a big cheer when the 10 got by the 60. Gives him a little bit more cushion because we don't think Ricky Taylor can make it to the end without a caution. Kristen.
Meanwhile, I'm at TDS Racing and I just watched the entire 11 crew observe the 04 roll down pit road. The entire team standing on their feet behind the pit box watching every monitor. The anticipation, the energy has all changed.
Dean Cameron pits. Ben Hanley looking on Tom Dillman. Dillman's running second. Hanley's a lap behind him. And there's Mikkel, the TDS 11, leading the way by 21 seconds. It looks like he's going to cruise his way to an Indianapolis victory. TDS going for 3 in a row this year.
victories at this stage of the
I
season.
believe back-to-back at Indy.
See that tire debris on the outside of the
There's Jack Aitken. The number 31, Welland Cadillac, has not won since last year's 12 Hours of Sebring. It's been a long time for them. They're under 10 minutes away from getting their first win in a year and a half. And Cadillac has not won a race this year, and they have the top two positions right now here in Indianapolis. Jack Aitken has been dominant today. That whole Welland 31 Cadillac has been dominant today. But there's still 9 minutes to go, and anything can happen in 9 minutes, especially here in Indianapolis.
If they can find victory lane in Indianapolis.
31 squad, they ain't seen a podium since last May. Took 24, not this year.
Here's a battle between Hanley and Toby goes around. He backs into the wall. That's going to be a full course yellow. Toby backs into the wall. In turn 10, 11, and the caution comes out. Oh, man, this changes everything. With 8 minutes to go, and like I was just saying, anything can happen in 8 minutes, or 9 minutes rather, and there it is, a full course yellow for Toby Sowery, trying to make a pass, and he loses it on the curb and backs it into the wall.
Toby Sowery behind the wall. Heavy impact.
Wow.
They could, in theory, grab that.
Toby has his hands in his head, hands in his face rather. He can't believe what he just did. Here's a replay. Dillman, Hanley, Toby goes to the inside of Hanley. He's on the curb. He loses it on the grass. He had a tire on the grass, and he backs into the fence. And the whole rear wing end plate goes flying into the middle of the track. And that was an optimistic move by Toby. I don't know if he should have done it. I think he should have waited. No, I take that back. He should have waited. And he ends up spinning after putting a tire on the grass and bang into the backs into the wall.
Moving in the cockpit, hands went up to the helmet and just discussed knowing that his race is over. But the question is, can they get things cleaned up and the field stacked up?
Yes, there's not that much time left. Can they get things cleaned up and get going back to green? On board with the CrowdStrike number 04 LMP2 of Toby Sowery. Goes to the inside, he's on the grass, and he loses on the curb. Backs to the wall.
Obviously going to be way quicker. You have to predict what the other driver's going to do.
Toby Sowery throwing his hands.
Not happy
with Ben Hanley.
Track services team there.
There's the strap going on his wrecked race car as the AMR safety team, along with IMS track officials, work to get everything out of the way. The
6:40 to go. Jack Aitken leads in GTP. Mikkel Jensen leads in LMP2. Seb Priaulx leads in GTD Pro, and Frederik Schandorff leads in GTD.
Not going to be a happy camper. He's going to be tired.
Yeah. Disappointing. And for Jack Aitken, he's thinking on the radio with his team saying, let the officials know this looks like it's going to be a long cleanup. We'll need another vehicle out here to remove fluid and so on and so forth. And for Lundqvist, he's on the radio going, we can do this.
Look at this.
Get it out of the way.
You can tell the urgency of the tone.
They're already getting the 04 off the racetrack.
When you look at the emotions they have run the entire range for Tom Lundqvist, about 2 laps before that crash, he was told from his team that the 10, the Cadillac, was probably about 2 laps short. He was sitting about 3 seconds back in the leader. Not sure if he would have been able to have enough time to get back to the 31. But then, when the caution came out, he was just like, oh, I can't believe it.
Well, the final wave by is complete, and they don't have to wait for those cars to pack up. So the safety car has the leader coming to turn 7 right now.
Safety car lights are on.
But there is time to make one more slow caution lap and get back to green. think Ricky Taylor's almost turning the engine
So
off.
the final wave of rounds have been completed. They're gonna do class
around again so they can go back for a 2-lap dash to the finish.
class split. They're gonna do class split now.
Cars all move to the front ahead of the GTE cars.
All the prototypes heading to the front.
Yellow procedure.
Let's do this.
Big credit to the safety officials for recognizing the significance and
Get Jack Aitken,
to clear up the accident from Sauer.
get the number 31 Welland Cadillac into victory lane for the first time since last year's 24 Hours of Sebring. Ricky Taylor in second.
All the emergency vehicles off the track. They have turn 11.
One more lap, we're ready to go.
Let's go. Get that safety
And
car
Tom
moving.
Blomqvist in third. Dries Vantor in fourth. Renger van der Zande rounds out your top 5 in GTP with 4 minutes to go. Will we get back going?
Rango got anything in this game? No. He's fifth on the road. He slapped that wall cover on the front straight.
Safety car lights still on that Corvette safety car.
3:15 left. That last lap took 2:36 from Jack Aitken. So plenty of time to get
2 laps. You got to get the white flag, remember?
Let's go.
The new rules.
Yeah. You got to get the white flag.
3.5 to go.
They're telling Ricky Taylor they think it's going to be a 1-lap dash. I've heard nothing about, hey, you have to just coast and try to bring it home. I think he has enough energy to try to be able to attack and possibly win this race from a lap down.
I think it's going to be a 1-lap dash for the win here in the Indianapolis 6 Hour. The safety car lights are off. We will go green this time. Jack Aitken leads, then Ricky Taylor, then Tom Blomqvist. It's going to be a battle between the Cadillacs. Can the Meyer-Shank 60 get involved, or maybe one of the BMWs, or maybe the other Meyer-Shank car, the 93's in 5th. We'll see. We're heading through the S's. 2:40 to go. The Corvette safety car trying to get moving. Jack Aitken trying to get going, and now the Corvette safety car will go, and Aitken will slow things down. He's going to get ready to go. Is Jack Aitken going? Nope, he has to pull back because the safety car is still not in the pits. 2:13 to go. It's going to be a green-white checkered. Green flag only on this restart. Here we go. Second to last corner. Pace car is in. Jack Aitken's on the gas. Jack Aitken is going. He has a great restart. Jack Aitken is gone. What a great restart again by Jack Aitken. Green flag is out. Can Ricky Taylor get back to him? They're warming the tires. They're heading to turn 1. Into 1. Aitken, then Taylor, then Blomqvist, then Vantor. Van der Zande 5th. Still all side, single file. Aitken looking really good. Ricky trying to get to him. Ricky on fumes trying to win this race. 1.5 minutes to go. We're coming to the white flag this time. Time doesn't matter. It's a 2-lap shootout to the win. Aitken in front. Into 7. Ricky trying to close in. But it looks like Aitken's starting to scoot away. Heading to 9. Aitken looking really good at the moment. He's really increasing that gap to Ricky Taylor. Tom right behind Ricky. Can he get to Ricky is the question. I don't know. Final couple of corners. Jack Aitken to turn 12. Now to turn 13. The sweeping right-hander onto the front stretch. White flag is out at Indianapolis. 1 more lap to go on the battle on the bricks. 6 hours comes down to a 2-lap green-white checkered, and Jack Aitken looking for the win. Into 1. Aitken's got a gap of a second. This Welland Cadillac has not won in a 1.5 years since last year's 12 Hours of Sebring, when Pippo Durrani was still in the car with Jack Aitken. Now, Jack Aitken and Earl, they're together, as well as Frederick Vesti. And they're half a lap away from winning here in Indianapolis. Turn 7. Aitken dives into the left-hander. It's all smooth sailing for Jack Aitken right now. Through the S's for the final time. Oh, the Rexy Porsche's off. The Rexy Porsche's in the grass. Lauren in trouble. Jack Aitken through turn 10. Heading to turn 11. The final big braking zone. Aitken's through turn 11. Heading to turn 12. Cadillac has finally won in IMSA this year. It's their first win of the year. In GTP, it'll come in the 6 hours in Indianapolis. The Welland Cadillac finally reaches victory lane. Jack Aitken across the bricks. A winner at Indianapolis. The Welland Cadillac back on top. Earl Bamber, Frederick Vesti enjoying it on the pit wall. TDS Racing winners in LMP2. Mikkel takes it across the line. And here comes the Multimatic Ford ahead of Albert in the Dragon Speed Ferrari. Seb will take it across the line. The 64 Multimatic Ford Mustang wins in Indianapolis. And the number 70 GTD Inception Ferrari. Frederick takes it across the line. They win their first ever IMSA race. Frederick Schandorff, Inception Racing. Ferrari, their first ever class win. Seb Priaulx in the number 64 Multimatic Ford. They win GTD Pro. Mikkel Jensen wins LMP2 for TDS Racing. What a race. Aitken, Bamber, Vesti on top in GTP. Cadillac a 1-2, their first win of the year. 3 in a row for TDS. Mikkel Jensen, Stephen Thomas, and Hunter McElroy. GTD Pro, Seb Priaulx, Mike Rockenfeller. They get it done. And in GTD, for the first time ever, Inception Ferrari comes across the line as winners after losing their hood. They win with Frederick Schandorff, Brendan Arieb, and Ollie Milroy. What a race here in Indianapolis today. 6 hours comes down to 2 laps for the fight for the win. And man, this race was absolutely incredible. And the dominant car of the day, the most deserving car to win, got the win in GTP. Jack Aitken, Earl Bamber, Frederick Vesti come across the line as winners on the Battle of the Bricks, the Indianapolis 6 hour. And they are absolutely elated. We'll be right back for interviews of the winners for all 4 classes. Welcome back. A winner at Indianapolis. That's what everyone wants to be. And today, it's the Welland Cadillac. Jack Aitken and crew. Get it done.
And while Jack Aitken gets his helmet up, now he's going to do it. We've got Earl Bamber, Frederik Vesti over here as well. Turn around and say hello to everybody. The last time your team won, you finished it off at Sebring, and you didn't think you were going to finish this one off. You were going to change back into your suits.
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure. I mean, we've got a great team from A to Z, and that includes my teammates, so any one of us could have finished it off. And yeah, we just thought with the length of the race and how it was going, it was better to get a fresh one in. And it was intense, so I'm glad we did.
Frederick, you won in Indianapolis. What's the significance?
This is huge for the team and for myself. This is my first ever endurance win as well, so I'm just super proud of everyone at Cadillac and Whelan. It's been a hard year so far, but to step onto the top side of the podium is massive for us, and we're ready for more.
And Earl Ford Cadillac, it's been such a trying stretch to be able to win here at the racing capital of the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an amazing weekend for Whelan Cadillac. You know, we were talking this week, we've been knocking on the door a lot. We're knocking on the door around America. We definitely knocked on the door of Watkins Glen. We said soon it's going to open for us, and today it opened. I mean, Jack did an amazing job. Everyone from the team here did great pit stops. Have been the best in the lane the whole year, and now finally everything went our way. So it's awesome, and hopefully there's many more to come. We've got the team in a couple of weeks, Fuji next week, so let's go.
So 1-2 for Cadillac, and Action Express and Whelan Engineering is a winner at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway overall.
Take a look at the BMW.
The Action Express, Welland Cadillac 31, gets the win. Their first win since another big one, Sebring in 2024, and now the point standings. Jaminet and Campbell lead the Porsche Penske teammate Nazar and Tandy by 131 points. Then Dries and Phillip, 144 points in their BMW. Ranger and Yellowly, 195 back. I believe those are the only four that have a chance.
I thought the 93 might have a little better shot today, but they did a little bit there in the end. All right, GTD Pro is up next. Let's go to Matt.
It was like a day for Motown. Blue collar work ethic by Ford Multimatic. Sebby, how concerned were you on the last restart?
For sure, it wasn't what I needed, but hey, Mike did a great job today. The team, Multimatic Ford, did it, gave us a great car, and we did it, and I had it, and I felt like I had it today, and I was relaxed. I wasn't, there's obviously pressure, but I felt really comfortable out there. So yeah, I'm just really happy with the result.
And Rocky, you've done so much in your career. You're going to add something special. You're going to go out and kiss the bricks and take Junior with you here.
100%. We said it before, we said let's win the thing this weekend. It was a roller coaster race for us. We had to work our way through the field, and the Ford Mustang just ran fantastic. Sebby did a great job. I came, I think, from P7 to P2, and he worked his way up from P3 at the end to P1, just like I expected. He's amazing, and I think him and I, working together, it's just a dream.
Such a great team. Sebby and Rocky, they're going to go out and kiss the bricks, winners at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Seb Priaulx and Mike Rockefeller for Multimatic Ford Motorsports. They get it done. But the GTD Pro driver standings, they tighten up. Antonio Garcia, Alex Sims lead Albert by 18 points. Then Rockefeller and Seb, 169 back. They have a chance as well. But it's going to be close between Antonio and Alex Sims, and then Albert for Dragon Speed. But this is also the first time Mike Rockefeller in his storied career has ever won at Indianapolis. That's hard to believe.
After 6 second-place finishes, this team finally earning a career-first win. Frederik, take me through the emotions of those final couple laps, and does this win mean any more that you earned it for the team at such a historic and iconic track?
Yeah, this is such an incredible. The team and these guys has done a fantastic job all year. Obviously, this is our first full season with the Ferrari, and we're just really showing everyone how good of a job we've done to develop this car. I'm just so happy that we're finally getting this win. We've been, as you say, so close so many times, and finally we're actually having it. I could live without the last safety car, but that made me a little bit excited at least.
Ollie, how will this win personally resonate with you as a driver?
It's just, there's been such a build, too much of a build up, we've been so close, like you say, so many times. My heart rate was actually higher watching Fred on my Apple Watch than it was when I was in the car, which shows how emotional this win is. It really means so much, and I'm so happy for the team and for Brendan, obviously, for giving us this opportunity the last few years. He did an amazing job the first 2 hours, give us the car in one piece and give us the opportunity to attack, and we converted it.
Brendan, the American on the team, how good does it feel to get this one done in the heartland of racing?
This is a dream come true for the whole team. We've been working at it for a long time, many years now, and this is our first win. I really want to give it to the team. They just did an incredible job. The drivers, Ollie and Freddie, there's not much more they could have done. It really was awesome to watch. Very excited right up until the last safety car, last 2 laps. That's what racing's all about, so it's just a ton of fun.
Guys, what an incredible race, the GTD number 70 in Victory Lane.
I tell you what, it's one of those.
Frederick, Ollie, and Brendan the Reeve get it done. First win for the Inception Ferrari in their first full season as a Ferrari team. Remember, they used to be McLaren. And now Brendan the Reeve and Frederick move up to 8th in points. But Phillip and Russell for Windward, they have a huge lead over Casper in his part of Racing Aston Martin, 224 points. Kenton in the 023 Chirarzi Ferrari, 253 back. Then Jack and Parker Thompson, 286 back, and their number 12, Vassar Sullivan Lexus. And Robbie and Patrick Gallagher, 5th in points, 330 back. As well as Adam and Elliott in 6th for Wright Motorsports, about 356 points off of the Windward duo.
The 4th victory
And now the LMP2 winners, TDS Racing.
Mikkel, what were those final laps like?
Very tense out there. You know, we did the perfect race, no mistakes. We built the gap all the time, and then it's typical IMSA, I would say. You get a yellow in the end, and nerve-wracking finish. But you just gotta do a good restart, keep the car clean. But it's hard with the GTPs having a hard time warming up the tires. So you're always in the back of them after the restarts, and it's not easy. To stay clear.
Stephen, 3 in a row for this team, but what will make this win special for you?
Because of these guys, man. They're the best drivers in the world, and it's a pleasure for me to get to drive with them.
Thanks so much. And Hunter McElroy, a huge day here at Indianapolis, a place where you said feels like you're home away from home. What were the emotions watching your teammates in those final laps?
I knew Mikkel under control. I mean, I was nervous. The last yellow, I was like, of course, we're leading by 20 seconds and we have to have a yellow. But it was amazing. I mean, for all of us, I was in Indy next and then 2 here. So 3 in a row for all of us at Indy last 3 years is incredible. Obviously, I couldn't be happy with these two. This guy was amazing all weekend, and obviously Mikkel was good as usual. But we need this win, and I just quickly want to dedicate this one to Noni, a really special lady who lost this morning. So, this one's for her.
Thank you so much, guys. Congratulations. What a special day of racing here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Mikkel, Hunter, and Stephen Thomas for TDS Racing. 3 in a row for that TDS Racing bunch. That is a really strong trio. But the Spike, AL Racing, LMP2, PJ, and Dean Cameron lead the way over Daniel Goldberg by 85 points. Gar and Felipe Fraga, 181 points back in third. And Stephen Thomas all by himself in fourth with 187 points. Ben Hanley in fifth, 321 points back. So it's really going to be between PJ and Dean Cameron, Daniel Goldberg, Gar and Fraga, and then Stephen Thomas, the top 4 of the championship. All have a chance at Petit Le Mans in a few weeks. But today, it was the Welland Cadillac, number 31, taking the overall victory. Then at LMP2, the number 11 TDS Racing, like I said. And then GTD Pro, it was the number 64 Multimatic Ford. And for the first time ever, the number 70 Inception Ferrari gets their first ever class win. Thank you for watching this 6-hour Indianapolis battle on the bricks. What a race it was. It was absolutely fantastic. And now we head to the 12 hours at Road Atlanta at Petit Le Mans in Georgia. Should be really fun. My favorite race on the IMSA calendar because it's just so much fun to watch a race at Road Atlanta. It's awesome. I really can't wait to watch that race. See y'all later. RVL. Peace. Man. Endurance racing in IMSA. You gotta love it.